Hello, everybody. This is where my little swooshy moon thing with the crows and all that should be, but StreamYard just ate it. So, hi, y'all. Welcome to a stream. It wouldn't be me if there weren't gremlins. I'm not alone, though. I am not alone. We've got a wild Megan. We have a cat Leo. And we have an Abigail. And hello. I think everybody knows me, but if you don't, my name is Charlie. I am a sci-fi fantasy writer, mostly writing the dark urban fantasy lately. But today it's about fanfic. So let's start with, Abigail, and move around counterclockwise.
Okay, cool. So are we just discussing what we're doing tonight?
Introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
Okay. I'm Abigail Ford, and I typically write pretty much whatever I want. But right now I've been working on my fantasy series. But tonight I am not. I'm going to be working on... I haven't quite figured out what I want to work on tonight. I do one-shots. So I'll be working on some sort of one-shot tonight. But what fandom? I have some to choose from.
Decisions. So, Kat, if people don't know you, let's introduce you to the wonderful people.
All right. Hi, I'm Kat Mosier. I have a channel that's Kat Mosier. But I'm an aspiring author, and I'm working on writing an urban fantasy that it's going to be published under Cat Leo. So there's that. And I've been writing fan fiction since 2012. I was 14 at the time. So, and I have no clue what I'm going to be working on. Let's just assume I have, let's go with 10 works in progress I should work on. So.
And Megan, introduce yourself to the lovely peoples.
Hi, everyone. My name is Megan McCarthy. I write contemporary fiction. I have an AuthorTube channel if you guys want to check it out. Today I'm going to be writing a Pride and Prejudice fan fiction. I've got like 5 plot lines that I plan on pursuing. I haven't quite decided which story I want to tell, so I decided I'm just going to tell them all. And yeah, that's it.
You're going to be writing a fan novel like I am. So I'm looking at what I'm working on, and I'm just like, yep, I can see it now. It's going to be a novel. So this whole thing got started before I get to the people in the in the chat box and starting to say hello, because today is the 13th anniversary of my podcast, Project Shadow. And I cannot believe I've done anything for 13 years. Like, I've been married for longer than that, but it still feels weird to say it because 13 years. So today has been a hectic race running around. The anniversary episode is up. We have a lot of stuff going on over there. I have been doing interviews. I want to continue doing interviews. We're going back to a 5-day-a-week schedule. So it's going back to daily because I, give the people what they ask for. And when they yell and scream at you saying, why did you go to once a week? Because my mental health is important to me, but fine. Okay, we can go back to daily. If you hear random noises, my cats are fighting over the windowsill and are pushing each other off. So there's going to be a cat war that way. Let's see who all is here. Life of Angelina is here. Hello. How are you doing today? Sarah Keefe is here doing some dinner prep and listening in. Ooh, we've got a spy in our midst. Sounds like something that might show up in one of your historical mysteries, maybe? Laura is here, the great, the fabulous. Laura, I'm sorry. I just heard Laura's voice in my head. You roast that chicken. I don't know. I know you don't talk like that. I've actually talked to you, but for some reason I heard that in your voice when I saw your comment, and it made me laugh. The Google bot is among us. Hello, Devin.
Hello.
We're all surprised to see you here because, Devin never watches any streams. Never. It's
so unusual.
It's so unusual. The surprise of a century. Devin is here. I am so excited about this too. Y'all you don't know. Yes, Abigail is a giant. But we've always known that, right? She is a giant amongst us, at least. Oh, my goodness. Yes, the great Reverend Supercat is here. All hail, Reverend Supercat. I have to say, I love the cat. I know Mr. P likes to do his little Easter eggs. Watch if Kat has to turn her video off for anything. You never know what the avatar is going to be.
I have so many avatars.
There's so many, and they're all wonderful. And I love the Super Cat. I love the Super Cat. Thank you for the congratulations. Alley Cat is here. Hello, Alley Cat. Alley Cat is playing some Skyrim. No, we're not having that right now. I see you, Abigail. I see you looking at me, looking at you, looking at me. Yeah, Chargers. Yeah. Hello, The Quiet Adventurer. I hope your issues pan out in the end. Alrighty, so I'm going to do something that's really hard for me. As you can see, I'm already getting like super red in the face just thinking about it. I'm going to do a little bit of self-promo because I made a wacky, goofy thing to promote the new season because we were just about to start the 4th season of the podcast. I know what you're thinking, 13 years and only season 4. For the first 10 of those, seasons were not a thing that podcasts did. So everything for the first 10 years is season 1. And then we've been doing a season break every year. I hope you can hear this because I had fun making goofy sounds. Here's the trailer for season 4.
In a world of sheer and utter chaos, one person tries to do a podcast every day. And you know, it usually comes out fine. Hello, everybody. My name's Charlie, and this is my podcast, Project Shadow. And on this podcast, we do stuff. We talk about writing. We talk about the fictional worlds that I love to read, I love to watch, I love to listen to, and we talk about the ones that I create. And we try to have a bit of fun every now and then and throw in just random episodes from random characters' points of view. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. Please sit down and join the project where we reveal unseen wonder daily.
And that's going to be season 4. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're going to have stories on the thing. If you have a short story that can be recorded into a 5-minute segment, please share it with us. We will gladly put it on the show. The first one's already up. It's from the great Marion Rich, who wishes that she could be here tonight. She was one of the earliest contributors on the podcast, works at a publishing house, is an amazingly accomplished writer in her own right. If you don't know her, what?
Creative
What?
people that are listening. 'Cause
Stop
I know
doing
there
stuff.
Are a lot of you.
Oh, shut up. He's trying to run an ad. Goodness me. All right. I am so excited to get going with season 4. I'm excited to be doing this. So my project, for anybody who is interested, this is where the embarrassment factor really kicks in because I kind of got all obsessy. I am going to be writing ghost fan fiction for anybody who doesn't know me. Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm obsessed with this band. And I'm going to be writing a new series called His Dark Instruments. It is going to be the story of how Papa Nihil and Sister Imperator met and how they got together and how this entire world of darkness began. And I'm so excited. And all of the stories will be up here at hisdarkinstruments.com because I couldn't believe that that was available to buy. Because it was, and that was weird.
I just snatched it up.
I did. I own so many domains that my registrar gives me a bulk discount when I buy or renew one. I have a problem, y'all. I have a problem. Every time I get an idea for a project, if the domain name is available, I just snatch it up in case I need it in the future. And so I have quite quite a few. I also have biggaybettywhite.com. Banana. Anywho, like that's the fruit that we talk about at the conventions, y'all. And that's a story that you'd have to be at the conventions to hear. All right, so we are going to be doing sprints today. I promise. I swear. So let me know in the chatty chat what you would like, how long you'd like to go for the first one, because I can tell you right now, Papa is already singing songs in my head. So for anybody who is not familiar with the madness and kind of likes 70s, 80s style music and wishes the Satanic Panic was real, because that's kind of the oeuvre behind this band, I'm going to share the song that is the inspiration for my first fanfic in a very long time in the chat. I'm going to get in so much trouble, y'all. so much trouble. Alrighty, I'm in all the wrong places over here. So let's see. If you are not familiar with Miss Megan, let's put a link in over here to her noob tag so you can check her out and what she's doing, because I have to say I have been enjoying your videos. Because
thank you.
I always had respect for people who did video, and then when I started doing YouTube, my respect is so much. Like, how in the world do y'all do videos? How the edit? How the edit? No, I don't understand. Here is a link to Miss Abigail's secret, not so secret anymore, fanfic account over at Wattpad that she started when she was just a wee youngin', a Brandon of her own. Okay, I kind of want to write a fanfic called A Brandon of Our Own, which is about invoking a crazy little, I'll just say it and see if he appears, a crazy little leprechaun that just comes into your life and makes everything wonderful and weird and wacky. I'm of Irish descent. I can get away with saying that, right? And here is a link to Kat's fanfic for all y'all to enjoy and peruse. And there we go. Sorry, I was having one of them things where StreamYard just said new comments at the bottom, but it wouldn't show me what they were. It was just like, there's new ones. And
you don't get to see them.
And they are, but they're new. That's nice. And they are. I think the new update that YouTube did to its streaming engine has made everything a little bit wonky. So if I missed something, which apparently missed the whole thing, there's Alley Cat. We said hi to you. Okay, I know where I'm at. Yes, inner world. I don't pull out my inner world voice all that often, but I thought it would be really funny. And I'm kind of at the point in my life and career where I don't care if anybody laughs but me. So I had fun. I enjoyed it. Yes, if you could read your own story for yes, read your own stories. If you're interested in submitting your short story or poetry or what have you, yes, please read it. I can help with some of the audio editing. Don't worry about background noise. I have a really good noise canceller. I can take care of a lot. It covers a lot of sins. You have no idea. Except the one thing it can't cover up is my dog when she does her tap dance thing across the living room. So everybody's heard my dog tap dancing on the podcast. But other than that, it gets rid of most background sounds. But yeah, just record it. The segments on the show are roughly 5 minutes long. And yeah, we would love to feature more. And I thought that this would be a really good opportunity for people who are struggling with a novel. A 5-minute story is not a lot of words. That's not a lot of words. That's, I think, under 800, I think, if you do the math out. So it helps people get a sense of accomplishment. And it's always fun to try to craft an entire story in that short period of time. And if you want to see a master at work, the episode that just came out of the podcast, like I said, my blessed and beloved friend, Marian Rich, she did a retelling of Edgar Allan Poe's Annabelle Lee.
Ooh.
And it's really good. It's really good. But I say that about all of her stuff. Yes, me having problems. The gremlins, they never come for me. No, I don't think I know. I look at the insights on my Instagram. I know all of you aren't looking at my story, so I can say that without sounding like a liar, right?
Devin.
What would we do without you, Devin? What would we do without you? Actually, that is the most appropriate way to start. I don't know how many people want to embrace their inner demon at the beginning of this stream, but I'm down for a 666 because that would be what, 7 minutes?
7:06.
6 seconds. I can do that if y'all want for a start. Just like blow the cobwebs out because that would be fun. Devin actually. Devin. That would be a lot of fun, but people would be mad at me because, you know, the fun thing about doing sprints with people is the chats in between where you get to rest your brain a bit. Because if your brain's anything like mine, it just... Hello, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. Hello.
Yeah, so Facebook user, you need to go to the StreamYard and I'll give it permission to post your comments to share your image and name.
So somebody's in the group. Yay. Nobody's been in the group before because Facebook. I can't wait for this one. Alley Cat, when you first mentioned you were going to be doing a Marvel Star Wars story called Rising from Above, where the main characters are Loki, Thor, and Ahsoka, I'm there. I'm there. I am. Yes. Yes. All of that. Oh, and one other thing. Everybody who wants, send me your links to your finished stories if you post them, and I'll be sure to add them to this video and to the next one so that people can actually read the fan fiction that we're doing. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. Yes, I'm using the Demon Time Lord timer because my computer doesn't like any of the other ones. I wonder what happens if I actually type 666 in here. Let's see what it does. It converted them out. Google's smart. Who knew? Well, I never tried that. I was curious. Or we could do 18 minutes. Which would you all prefer?
How about 18 for the second sprint?
Okay, we could do it. That sounds
6
good.
cubed for the second sprint.
So we'll do 18 for the second one. We'll just kind of slide into it today. Get your stretches on. Hopefully you all watched your videos and saw all the good things we're supposed to do and be doing for our health. We should have our water. I'm still working on my coffee because it's been so hectic. I still have not finished my coffee from this morning because I've been running all day. Make sure you're saving your documents because the gremlins are hungry and they want our words. And we are not going to give them to them. Alrighty? Is everybody ready to get started?
Yes. Fingers at the ready.
Fingers at the ready. Let's see if my fingers are at the ready. I'm going to try what Jules taught me. Okay. In 5, 4, I'm all lost. 3, 2, 1. Let's just go. My fingers are broken. Ah! I still can't count with my fingers, y'all. All right. I used to be so good at that in kindergarten. What happened? Alrighty, so that's the end of our first sprint. I'm sorry if I distracted anybody with my crazy, almost falling out of my seat laughter. When Demetrius pushed an update to the editor that I'm working on, and when I loaded it up, it started playing "Let's Get Down to Business" from Mulan. Just out of nowhere, I opened up the editor, and all of a sudden there's Mulan playing, and I just so yay!
That's funny.
That's a great way to start a project, right?
I love it.
So how did everybody do in our first sprint there? I got 93 words.
I got 105 words.
107.
143.
We each went up.
I didn't realize we were sorting each other in order of word count, but that was kind of neat. I love it when little serendipities like that happen. That's just so much fun. So in chat, let me know how all you did on your writing. Uh-oh, I see Tessa arrives. So Tessa's going to blow us all out of the water at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Let us all just take a moment to whisper of a dream that we can write with the alacrity that Tessa D writes with.
If only. If only.
If only. Because let's see, that was 7 minutes. I'm assuming if she got the full 7 minutes, that'd be what? 700 words. She seems to average 100 words a minute. If you've noticed, or somewhere between 80 and 100 words a minute when she's writing a lot of the times. It's crazy.
She types so fast.
She does. And I've the first time she was on a stream with me, I just watched her and her fingers just blur. She's just over there. She might secretly be Tessa Almighty. Did we just figure you out? Uh-oh, it looks like Laura is going to be writing her fanfic in chat, which I've come to expect nothing less. Once upon a nightmare, an angel ascended from the ocean deep. They were a being of brine and the despair of lost sailors. Whew. Their wings brought ocean liners to their knees when they beat upon the waters. Hurricanes were its breath. And tsunamis, its heartbeat. If you're not actually writing that story, that's the beginning of. I will read. Laura, you get so excited about your work. So excited. Oh my goodness. I do that all the time. I've developed this new issue because I'm using an elevated desk for my keyboard, so my hands are at an angle for my wrists now, and I've got this problem now that my hand will one of my hands will be slightly over further than I will, and I won't realize till 4 words in that half the letters are all wrong because I'm just typing from muscle memory. That I look up and I'm like, oh,
My bad.
doodle.
The daisy.
Speaking of Tessa, hello Tessa, how are you doing? I'm glad that you are here. Heather is here, and yes, I'm terrible at asking people to do it. Yes, if you hit that like button, it does help out the channel quite a bit because I'm going to do a thing just because I'm curious now. Okay, not yet. Hello, Mary. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Everybody saying hi to Mary. Oh, no. Hopefully that was about something in chat and not continuing problems with your technologies. Gremlins be gone. Gremlins be gone. The power of Papa compels you. The power of Papa compels you. That probably won't work. But it did help my laptop yesterday. I had to edit that video 3 times.
Oh my
From
goodness.
start to finish. Because Gremlins got in, and for some reason when I clipped the video, it would not clip the sound, the audio, and the video at the same time. So by the end, there was like a 3-second delay when
Oh,
it exported. I love technology somehow still. Laura got about 300. Is that counting what you wrote in chat as well? Because you were writing a story over here, or is that part of the story you were writing over there? Inquiring minds have to know. Just got home from the store. No writing yet. Blushing. Well, you should be blushing because you know we love you, Tessa.
yes.
Yes.
All the loves. All the loves. Sarah, I got chicken into the oven. Woohoo! And all my veggies cut. That to me is the hardest part, is getting all the veggies cut, because I always forget one of them. And then I'm like, everything's ready to go into the... Oh.
I hate it when I do that. And it's always the thing that somebody else asked for. I was like, you didn't want this one item in here.
And it's worse because when my husband became a chef, like I started getting stage fright when I went to cook, because like he's really, really good at cooking, and I'm an amateur. Like I'm not bad, like I can cook, but like he can cook.
I'm terrible at cooking.
There's
I do not do the cooking.
So you're working on your newsletter. Yes, that is self-insertion fanfic. Yes, I will definitely second that, because that's kind of the mindset I have to get into, because I've noticed that a lot more people have recently subscribed to my newsletter, and thank you if it's any of y'all, and I haven't sent one out in forever. So at some point I do need to be doing that. Bad at it. Laura says, I just wish I actually had more time to work. I think I'll write a short story for your podcast to get some of these creative juices put to work. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why we were talking, some friends of mine were talking about doing this, because there's really no good place to put short stories, really. I mean, you've got like your own blog, you've got, there are some, websites and stuff, but everybody that I know, at least, is very focused on the publishing side of things, and thus we're all working on novels because there's a clear market for novels, there's a clear place for novels to go, and I want to be doing more short fiction. I know a lot of other people want to be doing short fiction, and we thought it would be a fun place to put it, and you get that sense of accomplishment because they're really short stories, and then you get to hear them out in the world and get feedback on them really quickly. So that should be fun, I hope. I'm glad, because we do.
Yes.
Wait, what? You posted the first scene in Cinderella's story to Wattpad?
Yes.
Yes, put a link in.
Did.
Yes, definitely put a link in.
I want to read.
Did you name it the thing that I'm trying not to say on the show? Because, oh, what the hell? I'm just gonna say it. So, is it still called Cinderella Should Have Been a Bitch? A biatch? Is that still the name? Is that what we're working on? I know that's what you're working on, but is that still what it's called? Because in the mood for some Teen Wolf series fanfic, but crossover with the Teen Witch movie, from the 80s.
Nice.
Down for it. Down for it. Yes, post it. Post it. And there it is. Go click the link, have some fun, and yes. Oh, it's not even spelled fancy now. It's just bitch. Mm-hmm. There you go, Jules. You win. You win. I said it now. Google can hate me. And anybody who knows me from the conventions is like, finally. And when are the F-bombs going to start dropping? Not today, Satan. Satan goes in the story, not my mouth. Which is a bad joke in and of itself, but you get it. I have not watched all that much of the new Teen Wolf series. I've seen bits and pieces of it because my life. I keep hearing stuff. If you're talking about the new Teen Wolf, let me know, because like the Michael J. Fox one, that was like my childhood. So very familiar with.
So
I've seen some of the new one.
there are some problems with the TV show. The writers don't know how to write sometimes. Because they'll be like, introduce something, and then pretend they never introduced it. Or they'll introduce something and pretend they already introduced it. They'll be like, excuse you? We don't actually know who this person is. Who the hell are they?
Oh,
The
my.
fanfiction is better written than the show.
I love when it happens. That I can think of quite a few things where that is definitely true. But I my life is just crazy, y'all. And now that I will find time to watch TV again. I swear. There's a new Transformers series up on Netflix, and I haven't seen a single episode of it yet, and I'm about to go out my mind. Been watching reviews in the background while I'm writing just to make myself feel better.
I was literally like trying not to die when I saw that comment.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so speaking of places where the fan fiction's often better than the show, the Once Upon a Time where she is the Little Red Riding Hood is the big bad wolf is one of my favorite things that has come along in a while. I would love a Cinderella that is a werewolf, and that's actually the price she paid to get to go to the ball. That's why she has to flee, because the moon is getting just to the right height and she can feel the change starting, and that's why she loses her slipper.
Because her feet is getting big.
Yeah, because she's getting them werewolf feet. They're not human feet anymore. They don't fit in a shoe. See, we're doing the fanfic together.
I mean, I did like Styles, but I can understand why you didn't like him.
I was just stepping back in case this was going to be a thing. I was like, okay, I know how fandom wars go sometimes. I'm just going to step back.
So I've been informed I'm one of the most calm fandom people. Like, there are some things that I feel really strongly about, but I won't argue with you about it. I'm like, I can understand why you view it that way, so I'm not going to argue.
So what you're saying is you're one of the few healthy fangirls.
Yes.
There are only 3 things that I will go to war about in my fandoms. 1, John Barrowman is an international treasure, and anybody who does not think so, I'm coming for you. Number 2, Cisco's the best captain. Everybody else is wrong in Star Trek. And 3, Phlox is the best doctor. Not the best TV series, but Phlox was the best doctor. I will go to war on those 3 things because I have passionate feels, but everything else I'm pretty mellow about. And the Michael Bay movies were a mistake. But I think everybody shares that opinion, so it's not I never have to fight that one. Writers who don't know how to write? Why does that sound so familiar? Because I'm having a stream right now. My first book came out in 2005, and I'm still learning. And I say that not to be like degrading myself. Don't expect to understand. Like, there isn't a bar where you're suddenly going to like hear the angels sing unless you're on Abigail's stream or Jules' stream or the It's not going to happen. You're never going to have a moment where you're like, I have this all figured out. I know. I understand. I have achieved the... No. There are so many achievements to unlock. Once you have the ones that you think are the ones that will finally get you there, you realize there's a whole plateau of them that you've just reached and a mountain beyond that you got to get to. And that's the joy of writing. It is something that you can work on your entire life, and you keep getting better and better and better the more words you put down, because the more we write, the better we get at writing.
Hopefully.
No, hopefully about it. Writing is about exercise. It's a skill that you develop through the execution of it. The more words you write, the more your idiosyncrasies will bother you if they're not good. And the more you will see the errors in your own work. It's not
where I'm at.
yeah. I look back at some of my earlier stuff now. That's why I joke, like, my books are out there to buy, but don't buy them, y'all. I'm going to be giving them away at the end of the month, because I go back and I look at those first books and they're fine. Like, I get why people love Shine Like Thunder. I love Shine Like Thunder. It was a good book. I look at it now compared to the way I write now, and I'm just like, I'm going to at some point do a full rewrite of this book, or at least a touch up on the language, and I'm going to make sure that one of the characters doesn't disappear for the entire book and come back at the end, because I did that. But you see and you grow, and that's what we're here for, is for the experience of writing. Because trust me, I've been doing this way too long. The experience grows, and the experience will get you there. Allie got 43 words and playing Skyrim. So you're playing and writing at the same time? This is a skill I need to learn.
Sounds like something I'd do.
I would play so many more video games if I could multitask like that.
Well, some of my story problems have been solved by playing either Skyrim or Oblivion, so just saying.
I see you there. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. My paychecks have arrived and other bills are coming in, and I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see how much is left.
It's always next month.
It's always next month. I'm not getting in the middle of a fandom that I don't know. Yes, the effects are fantastic. The plots suck. I have to say, though, Michaela is the hero of the first two movies, especially the first movie. Michaela is the hero of that movie, and Michael Bay didn't understand that, and that's what offends me the most about that. She is the hero, not Shia. Like, watch how the story is actually plotted. Lindsay Ellis did a great video about this, and I was like, finally, somebody else saw it too. Michaela is the secret hero of the first movie, but Michael Bay couldn't get past, she's sexy. And that's problem.
Megan Fox's character, right?
Yes, it's Megan Fox's character.
Okay, yeah. She was done so wrong in those movies.
She's the only character with a fully fledged plot arc. She's the only character that actually has to sacrifice to achieve victory in the story. She's the only character with a full backstory that we learn and actually come to appreciate. She is actually the best written character in all of the movies, because they kind of gave up on writing good characters after the first one. But she's the secret hero of that, but everybody gets distracted because Michael Bay just went, Megan Fox is cute. Like I said, Lindsay Ellis has a great video on that, because I wanted to do one, and yes. Oh, I pictures. I'm not going to do the pics, or it didn't happen, because I don't have a lot of pictures remaining from my cosplays because of forced moves across country a couple times. But Lady Loki, I love a good Lady Loki. The TARDIS, yes. I have not done cosplay in quite a few years. I used to be a part of a Klingon group. If you can't tell, I really like Star Trek. That used to go to the conventions and stuff, and I used to cosplay as that all the time. Used to do a lot of vampire LARPing and a lot of cosplay for that. We're going to do another sprint in just a minute, just so you know. Get your brains ready. I see you trying to get me to say all the words. Yeah, everybody's trying to get me to say all the words today. Jules just realized I might not want to use the Disney names. Yes, be very careful about that. In my not-so-secret side project, Princess Rescue Squad, I had to be very careful to pick names that were not Disney, especially for my Jasmine character, because Badr al-Badr is the actual name of the character in the original story. And I am actually going back to that because Jasmine is a Disney trademark. So be very careful when you're doing that, because The fairy tales are public domain. The Disney editions are not, which is very interesting because I'm waiting for somebody to get sued for calling their Beauty and Beauty and the Beast Belle, when Belle is just beauty in French, which is the language the story was originally written in. So technically that should be public domain too.
Yeah.
You know there's going to be a lawsuit about that at some point.
It probably has. We just don't know.
Hello, Alexis, Zombie Apocalypse Journal. I'm glad to have you here. And I have to say, I love it. Love it. What, a writer having problems naming their characters? I only have like 20 name generators on my computer just so I can not name everybody person 1, person 2, and person 3. It's a thing. Ooh, that. Yes, please. Because it's Funko Day. We all brought our toys because she's got a Chris and I've got a Papa. And my Papa could kill a Pope Star, so I think he could take out your Captain America.
I have a Hulk.
I love the Hulk so much. That's actually smart. That's smart. Getting some
Who do
words
you have
in
for
on
a
both
follower?
sides.
I want to know who you have for a follower.
Yes. So Key Clavis is here and says, "Hey, Kat.
Hi.
Greetings and hallucinations to you as well. I feel like it's going to be one of those days. Transformers, what kind of character development can you really do with a truck? Watch Transformers Prime, the animated series. You can see how much character development you can do with a truck. That's one of my favorite Transformers series because the character arcs in there are really, really interesting, especially for some of the minor characters. But yeah, Ultra Magnus's line in there, speaking of a truck, is really interesting. So, just saying. Yes, copyright demons, they are everywhere. The official Mr. P is here. I'm sorry for accidentally tagging you on this earlier and making it look like I was trying to pressure you to be on here. I hope you're working on the fanfic we talked about earlier, though. Mr. P does. Mr. P lives in a pineapple under the sea. Or at least, in Kentucky. And the pineapples are here. I thought I saw, somebody else arrived. Hello. I know I'm going to mispronounce this, and I apologize in advance. Tanya? Is it Tanya? Tanya? I'm from the South. We'd say Tanya. So I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the stream. We are about to go and do some more writing. I'm not asking for a time this time because, well, we already got it. We already did 666. Now we have to do 6 plus 6 plus 6. So it's going to be an 18-minute stream, an 18-minute sprint. And hopefully I can focus on actually getting some writing done because I've gone past my let's get down to business pop-up, which I have to say was very distracting because how do you stop a scene from Mulan from playing? Like, you can't stop it. You just have to let it go. And then you're like, oh, I only have like 3 minutes left to write.
We gotta listen to the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh, so the Southern way was the closest way to say it.
Okay, so Tanya. Alrighty. I will do my best to remember that. I feel weird. My best friend growing up was from Burma, and his name was Peter Tonai. And everybody mispronounced his last name. And it made me very sensitive to mispronouncing folks' names. Thank you. That's Sputters. He's been the mascot for, well, me since the year 2000 for all the different businesses that I've done. Because He's been around forever. Alrighty, are we ready? Did we have our beverages? I'm probably going to sneak off and grab a tea at the beginning of this because I'm almost done with my coffee.
Same.
Make sure you're doing your stretches. Save your documents. The gremlins, they're hungry for our words. They're coming for them. So make sure you're saving and backing up. Let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, a finger counted. Beep, 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 beep. The Dark Time Lord's heart is beaten. How did everybody do? I did.
I got nothing done because I was reading Jules's Cinderella story, and oh my god, I need more.
I'm gonna
so
have to.
bad. It's
I'm gonna do.
so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after
So
because
good.
I'm so hyped to write this that I know that I will just get lost if I let myself do that now. I cannot. Let's see. I got like 225 words in that sprint.
Nice.
They're at the door.
I got
Ooh,
I got some tea and 117 words.
kitty.
Well, tea's worth what, 200? So that's.
Oh, yeah, it's my tea infuser.
I love your tea infuser. I love your tea
and
infuser.
it's an actual like whole cat.
I love your tea infuser so much. It's so cute. How'd you do, Abigail? Did you just read as well?
No, I got 156.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh.
You
It
did
happened?
realize
What?
the
Did it
cute
happen?
comments flowed up when we celebrated?
Yay!
I was focused. I was right. I
Woohoo!
was writing. Oh
We're
my goodness.
partying.
Now
Oh
it's
my
a party.
goodness.
Just letting you know,
Double
Mr. P annoyed and spammed the chat until you reached 100.
And then you
Good
reached
job.
100 and Mr. P didn't notice.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. P. Oh my goodness. I missed a lot. Yeah, I got laser focused. I'm like, I have not written fanfic in years. I'm really excited to be doing this. I'm writing. I came back. I checked to make sure that the stream hadn't exploded in my absence because some of you were here for Wednesdays and it got wild. Y'all, technology was all over the place. Oh my goodness. I'm okay. The reason I'm so flabbergasted is for anybody who's been around on my channel for a while. When I first started doing YouTube, my husband asked me what I thought was a realistic expectation, and I laughingly, jokingly said, I don't know, maybe I could get 100 subs in a year.
And we did it.
And this is like a month. Like I started my YouTube channel in earnest in July.
Wow.
So this is insane. Thank you all. So I'm completely like that emotions. Like Zap Brannigan, I have all the feelings. Speaking of Funkos that we happen to have near us, I'm gonna have. I guess that means I need to do one of them AMA things. So I'm sure people are gonna have questions. Anybody who's been following for a while. Thank you so much, Mr. P. Thank you. Yes, this. Like I don't know how. Like I'm going crazy. This is thank you all. Thank you. That I'm getting emotional. Like you don't know. Like coming back from. I know I mention it a lot because it's such a big part of my life, but the coming back from my unscheduled mental health vacation, like I lost most of my followers on most of the social networks. I lost all of my subscribers. Nobody cared when my first book came out afterwards because they had moved on to greener pastures, and I don't blame them. I was incapacitated for 5 years. No hard feelings. Like I stopped doing everything, and y'all are amazing. Like y'all are amazing. You're gonna bring my Southern out. I'm gonna be calling everybody Honey Child by the end of this stream. Like you don't know. I get emotional and I can't do my received pronunciation voice that I've practiced so hard for the podcast because apparently it's a good thing to do. But oh my goodness. Thank you to everybody for the congrats, and yeah, let me know how y'all did if anybody actually got worked on that thing.
Or was
Very nice
everybody
spread.
reading?
Yeah,
other
was
people's-
everybody reading? If everybody was reading, then embarrass Jules in the chat and tell her
Yes.
what you thought of her story.
Tell
Let's
me
see how
what you
read.
thought about it, 'cause I need people to talk about it with because it is so good, Jules. I need more so bad.
Okay, this isn't like you don't have to, Jules, but I'm sending you a link to the StreamYard if you want to get on here and listen to people say nice things to you in person and on camera. I know you were on camera this morning and you might not want to do it again, but just in case. Oh wait, I already sent you one. I'm gonna send it again just to make sure that you know that it's there. There you go.
You don't pressure anybody. Don't.
I'm
Not
not
at
a
all.
pressure person. I'm sorry. I want to see how red we can make Jules. This is the new game. Like y'all just look how red y'all just made me. Like look.
So she's back, which meant she wasn't here, which means she might have missed all of us talking
I
about
think
it. So we
so.
have to repeat it. We have to repeat
Do it.
everything we said. Okay. Jules, it's so good. I need more. Like so bad. So bad. It's such a good story.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm saying you don't have to join Jules. I'm just saying I don't want to be the only one this red on camera right now. Alrighty. So yeah, this is going well. I'm really liking the new editor. For everybody who has been following along with my experiences in working over on World Anvil, I'm building this up in their manuscripts editor that they've built, that they've got. I've played around with it a little bit during the alphas and the betas. It's now out. It's really, really fun to be working in there. It actually counts your words as you type them in the bottom. Like Google Docs, it saves like every time you type a letter, so you don't have to worry about losing stuff. Demetrius has been doing a lot to upgrade this. I really like the tags features that he's added. He's added a lot of really cool stuff to it. I'm enjoying working on it, and I'm vamping on that because the chat's not updating for some reason, and I'm embarrassed and just turning red.
Well, I want to know what Kat picked out to work on.
Yes.
Oh, I decided to work on from 2018. I took like one of the October prompt lists because I did alternative October for fanfiction. And I took like several of the list options they gave and just made my own prompt list, and I'm working on that because it's 2 years late. I should probably do it.
What fandom?
Yes.
This one is the Vampire Diaries fandom for the TV show, and I've murdered Caroline on it. She's a ghost right now.
So
For the way you say that, that sounds like it was an oopsie doodle. Like you didn't mean to have it happen, but it just made sense for the scene.
I didn't mean to do it, but she's dead now, and she's hanging. Well, the prompt was Reaper, like a Grim Reaper. So I'm like, I guess she wasn't the one. I originally wasn't gonna kill her.
Okay, everybody, say your nice things. Say your nice things. Make her red. Make her red. Look, she's getting.
She
I'm
already
already red. Like I'm already red.
So good. I need to know what happens next. Like, you need to hurry up and write it because I need more.
I cannot wait to read this. Like I said, I'm just holding off because I actually want to get words. I want to get words.
You want to write your own fanfic,
I want to write my own right now.
which is the whole point of the stream.
Speaking of which, things are about to get random, y'all. I just saw hubby pull into the driveway, so he had an early day today.
we
A
get the
strange hobby
reaction.
might appear.
Yes, so the weird wandering hubby may show up. He will probably definitely be saying things in the background, but he knows I've got a stream today. So
Can we get the reaction to you telling him you got 100?
yeah, I'll try to turn the camera around and see if he'll let me do that. Because here, let me hide the screen because look, I have the YouTube's open on the other screen. He'll come in and see the number. Oh my goodness. So, Jules, what does it feel like to be an accomplished writer of all that is Cinderella?
I feel like she she needs some more shenanigans. And I have a few shenanigans planned out. So shenanigans are incoming. And
Shenanigans are incoming.
and Prince Charming is gonna be also a schemer with her. So
Ooh. Can I just say that needs to be merch that you make, Jules? I will definitely buy a Dawdling Writer shirt that just has your little Dawdling Writer at the top and then just says shenanigans are incoming.
like pretty much.
Definitely do that. Hello, we're live on the interwebs. Oh my goodness, that is a cup of tea and a half. Woo. New teacup.
Hey,
You can hand
You want to give a visual?
Yes, and I promised to have your face on camera for something because I got something to tell you. So, pretty yourself up and get over here. Whenever you're ready, you just got home from work. I'm not pressuring you. This is the teacup
Ooh,
that he just brought in.
that's
Very
a big
nice.
one.
Bigger than mine.
Compared to what I thought was my big teacup, we have a new winner in town, and that definitely needs some painting. This is going to be fun.
I already warned Coach Jesus that there's going to be fighting out over that.
I don't know if anybody can hear him in the background, but we're going to go to do a sprint in just a minute. So definitely put into the thingy how long you want to be doing that for. We've already done for 6 minutes, 66 seconds for 18 minutes, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6, because this is apparently the devil show, because it's me, y'all, and, you know, we got our papas here, and Papa wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, would he? Conclave Condeo.
You could always
Come here.
go for the
Come here.
I've lived a full life and you did the 40-minute one.
All right. If this is going to move for a second, put your face over here so people can see it. So this is the hubby. Say hi, hubby. Oh, there you go. Go over this way. There you are. I have 101 subs on YouTube.
Nice. That's awesome.
I was just like flabbergasted.
That's awesome.
Alrighty. I am blowing up today. Today's crazy. And you got to listen to M's story.
Oh, okay.
Devin
Oh
is
my
coming in with his usual long sprint times.
100 minutes for 100 subs.
You know, I might actually do a special stream that's just that, because I've got a lot of work to do this weekend. So in the run up to the chat with Charlie on Saturday night, I might just do a 100-minute stream that's just me sitting here frantically going, "Wah!"
So it's like one of those Yule logs or something burning in the background. It's like a 100-minute long sprint.
Yeah. Actually, I think people are going to just watch me wilt slowly as I'm getting all the.
Well, I think I've seen a race between a couple of other author tubers, like a race to 1,000 words, and so you could do a race to 100 words. Like it's
That
just
would be
like a
interesting.
real short.
That would be interesting. A race to 100 words. That could be fun.
If you feel really in
Speak up so they can hear you.
Okay, so if you feel particularly industrious, you could take one of those ciders and make a stop motion of it slowly sipping down, so that over the course, it would look like just a picture of cider, but if you watch closely, you would see it actually slowly depleting. You just put your own one eyedropper each time.
There will be alcohol on the stream Saturday, y'all.
Yeah. Maybe the countdown to refill.
The countdown to refill. I like
Or if you
that.
want to be really mean, you'd actually have it deplete really fast and then refill, and people will feel like they have to drink to keep up. It's finished.
Oh, that would be funny.
That's my capitalistic side.
Yeah.
My business side speaking.
That's your dirty business owner.
Business side going, ooh. As a barbiturate proprietor, thought I used a fancy word.
I didn't want to skip you, Ellie Cat. I saw that you finished your fan fiction and you'll be publishing it to Wattpad. Alrighty, that is awesome. You're randomly saying stuff that comes into your mind. That's kind of how I feel right now. I am just all kinds of verklempt. Anybody here speak Yiddish? Am I the only one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Verklempt is the feeling that you get when you just that feeling that you're not full cries, but you're just like it's there, but it's not there. It's a great word to know because there's a word for that. Because I get into that place a lot.
In some language, there is a word for like everything. You just have to search around until you find the right word, however many syllables it is long.
And to me, Yiddish is the great international language because I learned Yiddish from an Italian Catholic teacher of mine who learned it from a Hasidic teacher of hers. And it's so useful that it just, like, once you know the words, they just slip into your regular usage because you're like, there's a phrase for that? I didn't know there was a phrase for that. Okay, using it. Consider that stolen. Big Mugs rule. Yes, I am very excited about that because that's going to fit like a lot of my teapot. I'm excited about that. 100 minutes for 100 subs. We already did that one. See, I don't believe that you were actually away. I think you were planning something.
You
Like
think you in the shirt again?
Like you were just you're secretly planning something. There, I'm going to go to my Instagram and there's going to somehow be little stickers all over it that I don't know how they got there, but Mr. P put them there. Like I'm going to load it up and my avatar is going to be a pineapple. And I'm going to find out I'm secretly Jim Bob. I'm not secretly Jim Bob, am I? Hello to everybody who's helloing because there's a lot of helloing.
That was to your husband, I think.
Oh yes, to the husband. Yes, I lose track of time because everything's crazy in my head right now. I just did a year's goal. In a month.
Yeah.
So I don't understand life right now.
It's because you're amazing, Charlie.
Yeah.
Because you're amazing.
You're here to be red in the face yourself, Jules. Not to make me redder.
Well, I do have to say that I think no matter what live stream you're on or whose channel you're on, it just seems like everybody who's on the live stream with you just has such a good time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just your experience in life, your personality that you've cultivated via podcasting for years, but it just makes everybody feel really, really welcome. And it's amazing.
You see what you're doing.
I'm doing it on purpose.
I know you're doing it on purpose. You're trying to make me regret sending you that link twice. Everybody strike a pose. So Laura says 25. I like magic 25s. So that sounds about right. Let me know what y'all think about that. No, Mary. Seriously, Mary. The spirit of Papa compels you. Get the Devin out. Get the Devin out. We're supposed to have the devil in us today, not the Devin. That's a bad typo, honey. That's a bad typo. Conclave con Dio. Oh my goodness.
Y'all even made Abigail do math.
I just Googled it. It wasn't that hard.
It's not done yet. Oh, okay.
But when it is done.
But when it is done, definitely send me links. I think at least a lot of people that are here in chat, I know, do follow me either on Twitter or Instagram. So you should be able to find me in either one of those because I would like to put all of the links to our stories on here. So people, if anybody comes to watch this madness in replay, they can actually see the stories that resulted from it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Pretty cool.
No.
You skipped my comment. What? How many?
Devil, not Devin. I feel like I need to enunciate a bit better. For goodness sakes, you people.
So are we gonna do the race to 100 minutes first or after?
Oh, do you want to
Or
do the race to 100 words?
words?
We could do the race to 100 words.
I'm
What do y'all
down.
think? Where's the buttons? All my buttons have disappeared. There we go.
Okay.
So my husband has not taken the dog into the cat-free room. If you want to know why you're hearing the dog barking, because there's one room that has all my husband's power tools in it, so the cats are not allowed to break stuff in there. And the cat loves being in the dog loves being in the cat-free room because no cats. And hubby's home. We're not in the cat-free room yet. Why are we not in the cat-free room? Take me to the cat-free room. And she's just whining and crying and crying.
Oh, poor thing.
Because she wants to be rid of the cats. Will someone not take care of this meddlesome priest?
Alley Cat, I feel that.
Okay, so if y'all are interested, we could do a quick, well, who knows how quick it'll be. I think this would be fun. A race to 100 words.
Will we just unmute ourselves and say it? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And if
Well,
you're in chat, because y'all
Am I
will
going to
probably
bother even muting myself, or should we just like hear the clacky keyboards?
I write. If you want to hear the clacky keyboards, you can hear the clacky keyboards. That's fine with me. I'll not mute myself, but that means I can't turn the music on because I don't want the Google bot coming and eating me, Devin. We all know that you're a Google bot. So is everybody ready for our race to 100 words? All
Give me
right.
1 second.
Let me double check real quick. Let me write down where I'm at.
The one thing I do really like about Scrivener is it has the target thingy, so you can reset the button.
Yes,
So
that's
it'll
what I've done.
start it at 0 words.
That's what I've
See,
done.
I was going to write this in Scrivener, and then I had this thought of, I don't want this to feel like a work project. And I work in Scrivener. And I usually work in Scrivener and then post my stuff elsewhere. So I'm trying to avoid the Scrivener so it's not work.
Devin's trying to convert followers.
Devin,
Revolution.
the cult of Devin does appear to be growing. I just have to say, I have noticed ever since those of us who started giving Devin power, the power of Devin has actually increased, and more people are succumbing to the power of Devin.
Bestowing that power back upon.
Yes, the power is being bestowed back upon others. Everybody's asking for crazy sprint times now.
I mean, we
Sorry.
do ask for suggestions from the chat. So we
do.
that.
We do, which is our fault for being nice. Alrighty. Is everybody ready? You got your fingers ready? All right. I feel weird 'cause I feel like I should be starting a timer, but I'm not. All right. I've got when my document hits 435, I've gotten my 100 words. Alrighty. Is everybody? Let's do this in
Mine
5.
hit 369.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, get them words. The mic's not muted, so you need to stop trying to distract everybody.
I almost stood there and said, "Honey, have you seen my keys?" I knew you were gonna.
The mic's not muted.
You're gonna holler it out.
You're not getting me in trouble. You're slowing me down.
Oh, evil. That's it. You whipped. I know you whipped. The way you would have not gone.
Ah! Done. I stopped and I was one word short. And I was like, I kept waiting for the counter to go up.
I have an excuse. I have an excuse.
I was so close.
Don't
I was
ask me
nowhere
how many
near.
typos I made though.
I said 77 words.
I ended where Jules started in word count.
Nice.
But I have an excuse because somebody, yes, you're evil. We know you're evil. Is dancing and singing in the other room just to be as distracting as humanly possible because you can. Well, it wouldn't be one of my streams if there weren't distractions. All right. They're going outside. Yay! Dog just belly flop trying to run across the room to join us.
Oh.
Beautiful, too excited. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's see in the chat. Did anybody beat Jules in the chat? I didn't see any.
The official Mr. P.
Oh no.
Well, we all know that the official Mr. P is secretly controlling all of us, right? We're all a part of his ARG. All of us. All of us.
I like Laura's little comment. The race to 100 words was a battle for the centuries. All hurtled their fingers against the keys in reckless abandon. Some were calm, others furious. Only one could prevail.
Mr. P and I are gonna have a type off, I think.
Ooh.
A challenge.
Showdown. Gauntlet
Yeah.
thrown. Sunday on the Darling Riders live stream. We are going to see an epic fight, a type-off between Jules, the Darling Rider, and Mr. P, or as he's known affectionately by his friends, Mr. Pineapple, or Jimbo.
Jimbo.
I think Mr. P has a stream tomorrow evening. Am I lying to myself?
Nope.
No,
You're
Mr.
right.
P's going to stream tomorrow evening. But, you know, it doesn't work as well without the Sunday. It just needs that bit for the announcement. Alrighty.
Yeah, Saturday. Doesn't have enough.
It just doesn't have the whole oeuvre of Sunday. At the Metroplex.
Higher so you can put your banner back up.
Thousands of paintings must be sold. Yes, of course there are. All right, let's do the 25-25 that Laura had mentioned before, and I know how timers work. I really do. Oh, y'all, it's too good to me. Keep my head all full of strange thoughts. There we go. We got 25-25 on the timer. I hope everybody's ready because I'm probably not even going to count it off. I'm just going to say go. Get them words. Beep, 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 beep. Alrighty. First of all, before I ask how anybody did, before I ask, there's a bit of housekeeping we got to do, because I see you, Mr. P. You cheated. You cheated. I'm calling. Whoop, wrong one. That one. You cheated. No, I'm not trying to send that to everybody. Why does Instagram have to be like that? There we go. Mr. P cheated. That's how he got his 100 words.
Shame. Shame, shame.
You've been eating them pineapples too much. They've gone to your brain and made you sour. Oh, honey. Honey, child. Told you it was going to happen. So I got 317 words in that sprint. How did everybody else do?
I'm not sure how well I did because I got tired of writing about Lydia's life and decided to switch to Charlotte Lucas. So I have multiple word counts. I'd have to try and tally it up.
I got 297.
Cool. Nice. How'd you do, Kat? Or can you hear me?
Didn't I?
That was that.
I did just say that.
Ventriloquism. You knew somebody was going to get possessed in this one. I thought it was going to be Devin doing the possessing. I didn't think I was going to be the one that got possessed. So, how did you do? If I was better at lip syncing, I would have tried to go along at the same time. But my predictive predictive search algorithm. I'm writing about Papa, y'all. They're at a party, and if anybody's seen the video, you know what's going on right now. There's blood everywhere. The vampires are real. Okay.
Okay, well, if you have that kind of scene and you're talking about predictable
it's not.
sex,
Well,
you're doing it wrong.
it's not predictable, but there's a lot of blood everywhere. Like everybody's greased up with the veins are open. Let's just say, Abigail, take away my sins.
I got 679.
The spirit of Tessa compels you.
Ooh,
I'm writing about Elijah Michelson.
real?
Oh,
It's
it all becomes clear.
I was trying to fill in a gap in some pieces that I'd written for Cinderella, and I got about 300 words-ish, somewhere around there.
Eve, I don't remember saying hi to you when you got here, so hi, in case I missed saying that. It's been a crazy stream, so I may have already done that. I don't know. Anyway, just got your second order office supplies. Office supplies are like Christmas to me. I am a little too obsessed with pens and stickers. And did anybody see the nightmare when my journal stack attacked me on the stream a couple days ago? It's my elbow.
No, I missed that.
Oh yeah, I got a pile of them over here. I like the office supplies.
Oh. So I have 13 unused notebooks at the moment. And I went over to my brother's house and he gave me a new one because he's like, I bought this because I thought I was going to use it and then I didn't. So here. So
It's all in prep. They will get used. That's what my husband said, because I have like a box of unused journals that I've just like seen over the years and been like, oh, that's pretty. I'll take that one and that one. Are you ever going to use these? And then I'm like, it comes in waves. It comes in waves. Just wait. They're there so I don't run out when I need one. And then here recently, just like, I need to order more journals. You couldn't have finished all the ones in the box. Go check the box. I love me some office supplies. The Quiet Adventurer. No. We don't say only. We don't say only ever. I think that was about the 100 words spread. But still, we don't say
I think that
only.
was during the
Words are
race.
words. Laura, I'm just putting that up there. Because
Ooh, pretty.
Oh,
Ooh,
I mean-
this is a new one I got from Walmart. So
that is
I love a good
really
Walmart
pretty.
run.
That's really pretty. The next one that I am doing for my active imagination is this one,
cool.
which
Ooh.
actually has a beautiful dark lady standing on the moon, looking out through the dome of stars. That's my next one.
I've already shown Charlie this, but this is one I'm working in right now.
Ooh.
Oh. I approve.
I feel like we should also, at some point for one of these streams, just pick a fandom, pick a character, pick a basic plot line, and just see what kind of a collision we can do. And just be like, no, all these stories are seriously happening at the same time. You figure it out.
Well, I mean, as long as one of us picks Doctor Who, we're good. Because then we can jump all between them and the times don't matter. And you can, yeah.
That would
I'll
be
pick
fun.
the Doctor.
That would actually be
be
a really fun challenge. You can pick a doctor, but their companion can't be one of their companions. It has to be one of the other doctor's companions. And do that could be fun. That could be fun. Oh my goodness, where are we? This chat, I swear.
Catastrophe.
Oh yeah, my tea almost spilled.
Oh,
All the applause. I'm trying to get caught up in here.
Abigail, if you haven't seen it, they do make a sloth tea infuser like
I
Cat.
have it.
Okay.
I also have a platypus, Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster,
Ooh.
and a squirrel that totally looks like it's pooping into the tea.
That's so
It
great.
sits on the top and the tail goes into. My dad's always like, it's pooping again.
One of these days when I disappear for a couple weeks and everybody's like, why doesn't Charlie stream or do videos anymore? It's because Abigail waits for these kickers until she sees I'm taking a sip of my tea just to see me spray tea all over my laptop to fry it up. Fry it. I'm just saying. If you're not doing it on purpose, then you've got a little gremlin timing you just right. Like, wait for it.
I'm
Now.
not.
Say it now.
I'm not that talented.
Well, we can't all be Laura, can we? Uh-oh.
Stay safe.
Oh, stay safe, Tessa. Yeah, where I live, the Sky Kaiju, as we like to call them, try to eat houses every now and then. And I don't know if it's still up or not, but I did have video of one that went right over our business. It was on the ground. It went up in the air over the business and down on the other side and kept going. And Sky Kaiju are no joke. Please stay safe, because unless you're as tough as my great aunt, who got picked up out of her house by a Sky Kaiju, thrown face first into a tree at 69 years old. And she just put a Band-Aid on it and told the doctors, I don't need your pain pills. I've been through worse.
Wow.
Your family.
What do you think I don't write contemporary fiction? I write some of these stories down and send them to people, and they're just like, no, write something real. Write something realistic. I'm just like, this is my life. I don't know any other life than this. So Mary got 300. I'm sorry, not Mary. I'm looking at Mary over here. Putting up Alleycat. Alleycat got 310 words. Sorry about that. Mary got 282 words plus 3 pizza slices. We had pizza last night, and luckily the hubby's outside, or we'd be having pizza again, because that's like a magic word. You say it, and it appears. See, you mentioned the band, and yes, the Ramones are amazing. Yeah, they are quite a bunch. My teenage years, the Ramones were very much a part of the soundtrack, along with Christian Death, Sisters of Mercy, and Remind me to tell you about the time I got to meet Marilyn Manson on the stream tomorrow. That story doesn't go the way you think it will. Stay safe. Stay safe. Yes, you heard your name. We say your name all the time because we love you. Sibling drama. Loki being the god of mischief as usual and messing with his brother in a galaxy far, far away.
Mhm.
I just feel like we needed to tag that on there.
I still think one of my favorite Norse Norse myths is just the tidbit of Loki wanting to tame the 8-legged horse. And so he turns into a mare and leads it on a chase around the world, and then nobody hears for a while. And he comes back and he has a 6-legged child.
Yep.
I'm just like, yes. For all the reasons, yes.
That's why you got to watch out for the mischief, because you never know when you're going to give birth to a 6-legged horse. I mean, for goodness sakes. In my life, weirder things have happened.
Sorry, I just like Loki.
I do too. I'm just thinking, because I'm an old school Star Wars fan, so I'm just like, can Loki meet Mara Jade in your story? Because I can just see Mara and Loki getting into some trouble together. Just saying, like pulling a really bad prank on Corin Horn. Like, just saying. I don't know how much Star Wars is getting mixed in, and from which universe of the Star Wars, the legends, or the, if you're trying to stay canon. But I mean, with Loki, I mean, that ship has sailed. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is an addiction. It is a joy. It is a thing that I still don't know how I go through so much.
So, the lovely G2 pens. I have like 5 boxes minimum of them, and each box has a different color because I like to color code things. So when I give I'm gonna give like some people in my family like copies of my draft and be like, here's this colored pen. This is your color and your highlighter. Do whatever you wish to it.
Yep, that's actually a really smart idea.
Yeah, as long as it's this color, go for it. If you need another pen, let me know.
That is a really smart idea. I've never thought of giving out color codes like that. Like the last book that I did, I put up on Google Docs for people to mark up. And it kind of does that a little bit if you have multiple contributors that can do that. But I would rather it be on paper, because people got a little, flame wars in the in the beta reader comments of no, you're wrong. This is what should happen. like, I'm glad to know that y'all are passionate about this, but not the place.
Somebody, I think it might have been Natalia Lee, who said that she does a Google Doc per person so that their comments don't.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do something like that, because I was using, what's it called? I want to say PinFlip. It was a service that I could sync your Scrivener file to, and it would be available online, and you could share a private link to it, and then you could download the changes and see them as comments on the side that people made. It was a really fun app. I used that for a while until they started wanting lots of money for it, and then I didn't use it anymore. And so I don't know what I'm going to use for the current batch, because it needs readers, y'all. See, Laura says, I started using my unusual journal last night. Wait a minute, your unusual journal. Unused. Okay, my eyes. I'm sorry. Unused journal last night as a style Bible. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to read this book.
I know, I need it.
Because I hear you say that, and I'm like, I know all of those words independently. I don't have a style. Like, when I was thinking style Bible, I was thinking like a styled document, because I make one of those so that I know these are the colors that are going to be used for the covers and stuff. These are the fonts that have been picked out, those kinds of things. That's what I was thinking. But if this is for exercises from Anatomy of Prose, that means there's a whole meaning of Style Bible that I don't know. So, yeah. Homework. Uh-oh, he's back. Not you, Mr. P. The hubby. He re-entered and is doing things. Yeah. I have not left my house since the Rona started.
Me either.
Because I have a lot of health issues and I don't want to die. Well, yes, once you got me in the car. So yes, I did ride in the car once, but I didn't go in anywhere, and I sprayed you down with Lysol when you got back in. Okay, where are we? Everything jumped.
You can't hear the power saw.
No, I cannot hear your power saw. I still listen to them too. I'm a big fan of like New York punk and LA punk from the 80s. And if you have any untapped aggression that you need to get out, just look up the Germs. It's a lot of screaming and it will make you feel better. And if you're having problems with our current political times and you just want to have somebody rant and make you laugh, Jello Biafra has a vlog on YouTube. So if you're a Dead Kennedys fan, Jello vlog, y'all. And if you've listened to his music, you have an idea of the kind of stuff that Jello vlogs about. Yeah, love me some punks. See, Ellie Cat says, yeah, I remember that child. Yeah. Norse mythology is I love it.
Pretty wild.
Oh yeah, it gets wacky and just bizarre. Amara and Loki team up. Yes, would be the stuff of dreams. See, I have heard, I have no proof of this, but I have some friends that are tangentially related to the Star Wars projects, and I have heard that when Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, George Lucas added a writer that Mara Jade could never reappear because apparently he hated her as a character.
Wow.
So apparently, I have no proof of that. I have not seen the contracts or anything. I have no evidence of that, but I have heard that from several people and I know that he infamously despised her as a character. I don't know why, but I know that he did. And so I fear that she will never return. But Mara, you are my heart. Remind me who Mara is. Mara was the Emperor's Hand who was sent to kill Luke and didn't. She ended up, it's the great star-crossed lovers. She ended up kind of having feels for him. They both got trapped on a planet, and Luke they had to work together. And over the course of time, they end up falling in love, getting married, and she and Luke have a son, Ben Skywalker. His name got reused for the sequel movies, kind of in half. And she is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful character. Though if you need a villain and you want to do a search for somebody that I would love, a Star Wars villain I would love to see Loki have to go up against, look up Lumaya. If you don't know who Lumaya is, she fights with a light whip instead of a lightsaber. Her lightsaber is a whip of pure energy. And she is a vicious, cruel, beautiful villain that would be a wonderful foil to Loki. If you're not familiar with her, because trust me, we could do a whole Star Wars stream, y'all.
I'm immediately like, tell me more about this person with energy whips.
Oh, I know. Lumaya is so amazing, and she featured, I think, originally in the comics. She was one of the villains that arose trying to become a new Dark Lord after Palpatine died. And like Vader, she becomes less and less human as time goes by because Luke keeps killing her, and she was such a good villain that they didn't want her to die, so she just comes back with more bionic parts each time. So she's less and less human as the stories go on. And she features as one of the prominent villains in the Legacy of the Force books, which is what the sequel trilogy should have been. Just saying, they're really, really good books. It is the story of Jason and Jaina and Jason's fall to the dark side. It is exactly what the sequel trilogy should have been and did crib heavily from. So if you want to see the source material, there it is. But yeah, Lumaya. Lumaya is one of my favorite Darksiders from Star Wars. But like I said, this could turn into a Star Wars chat if we're not careful. So, y'all talked in the chat, so
Yes, the pretty notebooks were in the back in the regular section. So
I don't remember saying hi to you either. Hello, Anna. How are you doing? You made it. You're probably not going to write while we are live, but you think you're going to read a good book instead. Well, that works because my TBR is getting so long that if I don't start going through some of these, I'm going to probably have a panic attack. So, yeah, I understand feeling worn out mentally. I hope everything is going well. All the good vibes, all the love, all the good spirits. I know I've had a rough mental week, and I hope it's not that kind of a rough mental week. I hope you're just tired. But however it is, all peace, love, and joy from my heart to yours. I hope you're doing well. So Laura says, I just made up the style Bible. Okay, now you need to write your book so we all know what a style Bible is so we can make our own. Because
you could always sell the templates or sell the workbooks.
Oh yeah, seriously. Because when you said that, I started thinking about exactly what you're saying. Like that's a perfect name because when you're talking about you're doing voice and all of that in there, yeah, that's something that I think about a lot is the voice that I write in and everything. And I think we've got your.
What is Strunk and White? Strunk and White is not called the Style Bible, is it?
Oh
no, it's
no.
What's it called? Hold on.
Yeah, mine's back in the office. That's a good question.
Where did I put mine?
Well, they're
it's Elements of Style.
That's
okay. So, Alley Cat, are we talking about one of the things that we were talking about? I was talking about a lot of Star Wars stuff, and need input. I'm not sure exactly what that's referring to. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. Yes, I am a huge fan of the Star Wars books. I think if you were going to read any of the extended universe books, and you only have a couple spaces, one, you should read the Heir trilogy, that starts with Heir to the Empire. It's the original Thrawn trilogy. They're really good. If you are into comics, the whole cycle from the original Tales of the Jedi series are amazing and are really, really good. Also, Crimson Empire, which is another really good sequel series. It's when the Imperial Guard tried to take over the Empire after it fell. And Kir Kanos is one of my, again, favorite characters. There's a lot of really good stuff there, but like I said, this could be a whole Star Wars thing, but definitely if you've never read the Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn, the old one or the new one, they had him rewrite it into the new canon, and I liked the new one, but not. Saboath was so crazy. I missed that crazy cadre in the new one, I just have to say. But yeah, we can give you some Star Wars recommendations. All right, I hope that everything's well.
Timothy Zahn. I love this series of his. It's YA. It's amazing. There is a dragon that can turn into a 2D tattoo and ride around on this boy's skin.
Ooh.
It is amazing. There are 6 books, I think, in the series, and they're so good.
He is such a good writer. I enjoy his prose so much, and I feel like he doesn't get a lot of credit because he also, he writes tie-in books, and there seems to be one of the many stigmas in our industry is, oh, you write tie-ins. You must not be a real writer. Some of my best friends write tie-in novels, and I hope to be one of them one day. But yeah, I love Timothy Zahn so much. I would like to do another sprint in just a minute. I don't know how long we're going to go for. Probably 3 hours today. So let me know down in the or over in the, wherever the comments are. You know, they're that way. They're usually that way.
Yeah.
It's remembering to point backwards. Always remember, point backwards.
Yeah. I always forget that
Laura,
people
I'm so jealous.
Laura did a thing.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
Yes. Mara. What did Laura do? Is it here yet? There it is. Oh,
Jealous. I'm so jealous.
that's amazing.
Pretty much like everything in that in those statements, but jealous.
Yes, that is so cool. That, like, I'm one of those people. I've met a lot of celebrities because I spent years going to cons, and that's just like what happens when you're at a con. It's always amazing the people that I get starstruck over, and it's almost always the writers, because I'm just like, you're not real. You're real. You're not a figment of my imagination. You're actually here. Tell me all your secrets. How do I do it? Open your mind to me. And then they run away screaming, and I never see them again.
I would like to state I am now looking at notebooks on Amazon.
That's good that you're just tired. I get worried because, like I said, I had a thing this week, and so when I hear good thoughts to everybody that's out there. What is a tie-in book? A tie-in book is a book that is produced to go along with any major media franchise. So if you're writing Star Wars books, Star Trek books, they did some Buffy the Vampire Slayer books. I know they were talking about Charmed books. I don't know if those ever actually manifested. I never saw them. But I know there was a talk about those for a while. Basically, if there's a movie or a TV show and they do side books, not necessarily like novelizations, but side books, that's a tie-in. And I have an entire bookcase of them. Ooh. Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. And then apparently there's more of them. There's another one. I think that one's going to be a book itself. It's like the new chosen one, I guess, but that doesn't make sense. But okay.
I found out about those because I really like a lot of Christopher Golden's books, and he actually wrote tie-ins for Buffy. And his vampire books 1, 3, and 4 are really good. Book 2 is not bad. It's just by the end of chapter 1, I knew there's a twist. Like the whole book revolves around a twist. And by the end of chapter 1, I was like, oh, you're this person in real life, aren't you? Like I figured out who the vampire was, and that was like the big twist in the book is who the vampire was. But you do get to go through a Lovecraftian hell in that book, so that's fun. But yeah, that's what a tie-in book is. They're fun, and they don't pay well, but I'm such a big nerd when it comes to a lot of my fandoms that if I got to write an actual Star Wars tie-in, or for a lot of the fandoms that I'm in, like Star Wars, I would just lose it. I would absolutely lose it. Yeah, we all hope Tessa's good. I don't see anybody putting times in, so I don't know if that's the thing. So I'm going to have to make an executive decision. Be warned, because I'm probably just going to do something simple like 25. But because I do want to get a little bit more writing done before we call this an end. I guess Devin fell asleep or something because I don't see like 3 years. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, but I do. And I feel really awkward because I know a few people from the AuthorTube community have joined and contributed to my Patreon, which made me like completely fall apart for a couple of them because I'm such a big fan of their work that when they like gave me money, I was just like, wet snotty tears. But yes, I do have a Patreon and I have a Coffee account. So if you know, I mean, I'm not saying Eva said it, you know, it wasn't me.
13 years and 100 subs.
13 years and 100 subs. This is
100 subs in a month.
in a month. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the crazy. This whole AuthorTube thing has just been insane because, I mean, technically, you know, my first AuthorTube video was in June, but then I didn't do anything for 3 weeks. Like I was like, I'm going to do AuthorTube and put a video up and then did nothing.
I feel that. I think I posted a video in like February and then didn't touch my YouTube account until quarantine. And then I started doing live streams and I actually enjoy them now.
Yeah, I doubled down on the podcasting and we did the World Building 101 series where we went through all of the things to know when creating a world for the first time. There's a Spotify playlist for that on my website, projectshadow.com, if anybody's interested. We are about to start World Building 201, where we're going to be going into deeper dives into things that are really important while world building. So, because if you can't tell from all my, like, I'm doing this and that and the other thing on World Anvil, world building is a passion of mine. It's what I love. So Anna says 25. There you go. Mary in the spirit of Devon. That would be wonderful, but no. That's okay. I misgendered myself for 40 years. So why should I feel, you know, any umbrage at somebody who gets it wrong? If it took me 40 years to figure it out, people will get there. So yes, 25 minutes. That sounds good.
Very,
Of course you do. You know, every time I see your name, that Run DMC song, because, you know, I'm an oldie, goes through my head, and you just make me want to, Mary, Mary, why you bugging? Except for when it comes out my mouth, it sounds more like Jack K than Run DMC, but I'm an oldie, and if anybody gets that joke, hi, you my people. Because I haven't seen Jack K do anything in a while, so let's do 25. That sounds good.
Did you see what Eva said? Right below.
Oh no, because it hadn't updated for me over here yet.
Look,
oh my!
I have a new face. Sorry.
It's like, because I'm gonna just cry for a minute. Oh my goodness! Thank you. That does, it really does mean a lot to me because I'm really trying to do this full-time thing, and y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be doing anything without you. I mean, literally, if it wasn't for, you know, first with Brooke and Becca getting me writing, and then YouTube showing me this dawdling writer that I thought, surely I won't have to do anything if that's on in the background. And well, boy, was I wrong. And then thanks to Jules, I met Abigail and everybody else, and this whole adventure got started. And
Yes.
y'all make me cry. Like, I'm not going to get anything done this spring because I'm just going to be all emotional. But thank you.
I'm just amazed because, like, oh man, like not even 2 months ago, it was just Jules and I in a chat together, just talking back and forth. And it's like evolved and so much improved, and it's just awesome.
This is an amazingly awesome and powerful community, and I am thankful every day for it. I don't know how many people out there are spiritual, but you're all in my prayers every day, every night. Just know that, like, y'all mean the world to me. And on that note, I need to turn my camera off before I literally break down crying. Let's get a sprinting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get some words. Our Time Lord's heart is a beaten, and that was probably our last sprint of the night. And I didn't realize I left Laura up through that whole thing. All right, but it did. Our Time Lord.
Megan, I posted the next scene.
Ooh,
And
yay!
our host is gone.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
There she is.
Am I back?
And you're out.
My
You're
StreamYard
back.
just
Yes, you're back.
like started blinking crazy, and then I started hearing my voice back, and I think y'all were hearing it too. And
Yeah.
StreamYard just did something weird, y'all. That's I don't even know. Never seen that one before. Hi. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Jules, can you post the link to it again so that I can find it?
Yes.
And at least send it to me, and
Megan.
I'll put it in the comment in the not the comment, in the, you know what I'm saying, in the description box thingy. You know, the thingy. Because I'm terrible at stuff.
Okay.
Words.
I just want a link. I just want a link. I don't want to share it via email or Facebook.
Oh, tell me about
Like, where's
it.
the button for just a link?
I get so like enraged about that. It's like, no, I don't want to. This isn't for Twitter. I just get rid of the freaking URL. Just give it to me.
Okay, and why is it saying there's only 2 published parts
Okay,
now?
the gremlins are here, y'all. Make sure you saved. Make sure you saved. The gremlins are here.
Yes.
All right, I'll
Like
get
I said,
back
if
to you
worst
in a
comes to
minute.
worst, just send it to me, DM it to me, and I'll put it up on here so people have it. I got, let's see, about 400 and some words that time. I'm not doing math. About 400 and some words that time, which was very productive. I had a little bit of a cry, but I'm that kind of a person. I like when I have movies that I know when I just need an emotional release to put on, because I will cry every time during them. Prince of Egypt being my favorite one. I can't make it through the intro credits to that song without breaking down into wet, like snotty tears. Like, I don't know what it is about that Deliver Us song at the beginning of that, but every time. So thank y'all. Y'all are wonderful. So let's see. While I was taking care of the demons, I think Megan, did you say how you did? I know.
No, I haven't.
Whoever
We haven't done that yet. So I worked on my 2 stories that I've been working on, Charlotte Lucas and then Lydia. And I think Lydia might actually end up murdering Mr. Wickham. So I don't.
Ooh.
We'll see. She's at least contemplating it.
See, this is why I need to be careful if we're going to be doing more streams like this, because all I got to say is I got a bunch of vampires, the Sisters of Sin, and Papa and a couple of his friends rolling around in the blood still, because this is going to be not safe for work or for children, y'all. I keep my normal fiction clean. Apparently, everything else is going into this one.
Hey.
How'd you do, Kat?
No, I didn't do anything. I was on Amazon, but while I was on Amazon, I finally put in my cart the tire tubes that I need to fix my bike.
Productive, at least.
I was just about to say it is productive, because yeah. How'd you do, Abigail?
I ate 2 pieces of pizza and got 458 words.
Impressive.
I've said
Pizza and words.
After you were talking about Abby's the other day, I just want to call you Abby, so I might accidentally do that.
I actually go by
Like-
that more in personal. So
I'm having a hard time not calling you Granger because in the trilogy, The Dare Not Speak Its Name, that once the pandemic is over, I can finally release it. One of the main characters in the three books is Abigail Granger, and she goes by her last name. And that was a decision that she made late in the writing of the first book, so I had to go through and replace all of the Abbies and Abigails with that because she's like, no, I go by my last name. I'm like, okay.
hey, you can call me that.
And I have almost called you Granger like 3 times, and I'm like, nobody's going to know why. They're like, does Charlie think that she's Hermione? What's going on? I'm just like, no, I just have an autocorrect left in my head from editing a book. Well, series, but yeah.
Like I said, it can be your special nickname for me.
And no one will understand. So much happened while I was typing, trying to figure out where we are in all this. I see some thank you. Whoa. Okay, we just had another cat fall. I don't understand this. They've been sleeping on their cat tree all happy, and today they decided they all 3 wanted to be on the windowsill. And the windowsill is not wide enough for them to sit normally. And they're falling asleep and then rolling off the floor. I'm just like, you have a perfectly good cat stand with a nice bed for each of you on it. Of course you want the windowsill now. You never cared about the windowsill until that now, but okay. I just thought I should explain the weird random. I don't know what gets picked up and what doesn't, but that loud scratching sound. Yeah. That was the cat doing a cartoon. I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to fall. Oh, crap. No, I am. So Alexis managed to calm their migraine down. That's good. Migraines. Oh, don't even get me started. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. Much love, and hopefully it will go away and not return for quite some time. I wish I could say it would go away forever, and let's just put that out there into the universe. May it go away forever. But yeah, I know how that goes. You are welcome, Anna. I love doing this. Heather worked a bit on editing the current chapter for her whip. That's really cool. I live in fear of editing my current whip because I've read back through some of it, and I'm going to need readers on this like early because I'm just like, all these words are good. And I'm like, no, they're not. I know they're not. But I'm really having a hard time turning that editor on because I'm just like, oh, I love this so much. I'm like, no, fix it. But I love it. Some darlings are going to have to be killed there. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to do that now that Nano is over. And I'm not doing all that.
See,
yeah.
when does that kick in? Is that at 100?
At 100, yeah.
See, I wonder what happens to me now because back in the day, like ages ago, like 7 years ago, they went, hey, whoever wants a short name, come and grab it. And I raced in to grab my CE Dorset because that's what I'm on everything. So to this day, if you type in youtube.com/CE Dorset, it redirects to my page. It's not my channel's name, but it does redirect there. So I'm wondering.
I wonder if you could just start using the short URL if you've already got it.
I've been using it. I've been using it because, like I said, I snagged it back when they were easy to get. Because maybe one day.
I think it's where you have to go into like your YouTube studios and your settings. You can change your username essentially, but you can only do it once every like 6 months or so, and you can only do it once you have 100 subs.
I will have to look at that because I'm not. I don't really care who knows my dead name because I podcasted for 13 years, and so I introduced myself under that name forever. So I don't care who knows that I used to go by Eric. But I feel weird that when people go to my YouTube channel, it says Eric Dorset at the top. If anybody looks up, and I'm just like, people are gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, the URL I think for mine says like turtle or something. Because that's what it. Because
In that case, can I have it?
Turtle.
Well, it's like my brother and I were discussing logos for the channel and what I should have. And I was like, I just want a turtle. I just want a turtle.
my
Oh.
dad.
And he suggested having one flipped over on its back with its legs up in the air.
Okay, that would be
I'll take that.
that would be really cute. I want to make you one where the plates on the back spell Dawdling Rider.
That would
So
be
I might make you something this weekend because that sounds. I like the idea of like a turtle with your name being the plates on the back of its shell. I like the idea of that.
He was also my brother sketched out one where like instead of like the dome of the tortoise, you had like the fanned open book.
That's a neat idea too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I like all these ideas. Can I have
Well,
them
just
all?
be like, Kira, have all of them.
Yeah, be like me. Have them all.
I think you're going to stick with the Super Cat, maybe? Sounds like.
I think I'm also because I've started adding some gaming stuff to my channel, so I think I'm going to make one where there's a cat with some sort of gaming going on, as well for when I do because on that computer, I can't get my camera to show up. Like my physical camera that I plug into it, it won't show up as a webcam, but it works on this computer. It just won't on my desktop.
I know
Sorry.
that's a. Yeah. Technology. Gremlins. Yes, I got a lot accomplished too, Mr. P, despite your cheating earlier. You organized. Okay. You know, I actually, how many did I get done in total? Because I got over 1,100 words in total. So, yeah, I'm very happy because my goal was for this to be about 1,600 for the chapter. So, a little bit more writing tonight, and this chapter will be done. So,
Nice.
Well, somehow, despite all the distractions, I got over 1,000 words during the chaos.
Nice.
I think that's one of the bad jokes that I've started doing with people on here is it feels like we don't take time to write, but when I'm done and I look at my word count before and after, I'm like, we did at some point, or the elves came in and worked for me. I don't know which it is, but my word count is considerably higher now. Good job. You got some new roles today. I've got a feeling that you're going to look like a mummy in one of your sprints. I don't know. I don't know why, but you just keep doing the random things, and I just feel like you're going to look like a mummy at some point with all the tape. Hello, Tessa. Are you okay? I'm glad that you're back. Before we end this, please let us know how you're doing, because I live in fear of the Sky Kaiju because I grew up in trailer parks a lot when I was a kid, and I remember having to go out to the ditch because we didn't have a storm shelter and lay in the ditch with jackets over us and having the hail hit us in the back because it was safer than being in the trailer should the Sky Kaiju try to eat us. So I have like nightmares about the great demons from the sky. So, so that's actually a good segue, Tessa. There we go. So Tessa is doing a stream tonight that would be 11 Eastern, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember everybody's time zone because time zones are the real devil.
I believe it is Eastern, yes.
So that's
I believe that's Eastern
3
time.
hours from now.
So if anybody's looking to get some late night sprinting in, Tessa's going to be doing that. And I've eaten up so much of your time. I guess you lovely ladies and gentle folk, even in the chat, because I think that this would be a fun thing. Self-promote yourself right now. We're going to be saying our outros. And I think if you guys have anything that you want to promote, only the people with wrenches can put links. Sorry for that. I'm not giving everybody a wrench because I like to Oprah things sometimes, but that's too much power to put in too many hands.
Also, yes, don't forget, since this is Fanfiction Friday, I don't know everybody's Wattpad or whatever format y'all are using, so I need to follow a whole bunch of people on Wattpad, and I don't have people's names. So,
Well, I just made a Wattpad. Mine is Megan McCarthy author. It has nothing on there yet, but I think I might eventually post the Pride and Prejudice fan fiction on there. So we'll see.
I don't use
I am CE Dorset on all social media platforms because branding, y'all. So just look for me wherever you're at and send me your links so I can put them on the video, and I'll put together a list and put it out as a message on the Instagram too, just to make sure that everybody can find it. Because, chat being chat sometimes gets weird after a thing is over. So please send me your links to everything that you're doing so we can promote each other, because you guys have been so sweet and kind and loving to me. Like, I'm not going to get started again. But I see names starting to pop up in there. So I will put them in the lower third while we are put them down in the Chiron while we're talking. So who wants to go first with their outro? Anybody? Who's going to volunteer for tribute? Okay, Jules moved her hands first. So Jules volunteered for tribute.
my name is Jules. I'm the dawdling writer, and I have streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, where I try not to dawdle and procrastinate.
What? Just one little interstitial before we get to the next person. Yeah, I know it's scary, isn't it? Like, especially in the storms, because that was in Texas, the one that I'm thinking about in particular, and there was a hurricane coming up, and it was all kinds of crazy. Okay, let's do the counterclockwise because I like doing that. So, Abigail, tell the nice people where they can find you.
So I'm on YouTube, author Abigail Ford. I'm also kind of trying to get to 100 subs here. And
her channel is better than mine, y'all, so follow it.
I don't even know what that means. I don't believe it. Anyways, on Instagram, I'm at author_Abigail. And I put my Wattpad link in the description. I have a lot written there over the years. And I think almost all fandoms that we've been mentioning are on there to some degree, just so you know. I've had to research fandoms to write some because I did request. So, anyways. And, yeah, that's probably it for me.
Challenge accepted, Laura. Challenge accepted.
All right.
We're going to find you. All right, Kat, introduce yourself to the nice people. Let's say goodbye to the nice people. Whatever, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you meant, I think. I'm Kat. I've have a channel with Kat Mosier on it here on YouTube. But all my social media is at Kat Leo Writing. And then I think I'm going to end up changing because I use Archive of Our Own, or AO3, to post fanfiction now. I don't use Wattpad. It doesn't like me.
I know that feeling.
It likes to glitch every time I touch it. So I don't use it. But it's my username for Archive of Our Own is currently Kat 2016 with a K instead of a C, but it's probably going to get changed to Kat Leo, and I might be changing my YouTube channel if it will let me to Kat Leo.
Yeah. I it's hard to find a fandom that I'm not in, but I will say I'm 43 years old, so newer fandoms, it gets more likely you're going to find something. I missed the whole Pokemon thing. I did. I'm trying. Got a lot of people trying to get me to catch up on that one.
I had no idea that the Night at the Museum fandom was a thing, and it was as big as it is.
It's huge.
I have gotten requests about that. I had to do research, and then that's some of my most like popular ones. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on?
It's amazing. So Megan, tell the nice people where they can find you.
Hi, my name's Megan. You can find me on YouTube at, well, I think it's just Megan McCarthy. And on Instagram, I'm Megan McCarthy Author, if you guys want to find me on there. I write contemporary fiction, and other than that, yeah. I have a Wattpad now, so I might be posting on there, Megan McCarthy Author.
If I'm not a terrible critter, I do believe I put a link, yes, to everyone but Jules's channel, because she's a surprise guest, so I need to add her in the description for this stream. And by the way, I did create a bit.ly link for all of y'all that y'all can feel free to use. And if you do change your URLs, please let me know so I can update those so they keep working.
Might be happening in a moment.
And I am Charlie. I am the Queen of Chaos. I am the Lord of Destruction. I'm me, y'all.
And you are now 100 subs strong.
I now have 100 subscribers, which is, you all make me question real life. I'm just saying, like, y'all have been really good to me. There we go. There's a link to Megan's channel. Thank you, Mr. P. This has been incredible. I want to start doing this every Friday. I'm not saying that everybody here on the stream will necessarily be a part of it, but they're all welcome to join us again. But we can talk about that after the camera goes off, so nobody feels any pressure whatsoever. I wanted to make this a regular thing because I write a lot for, I mean, it's fun, but I've had such a freeing experience today knowing I don't have to worry about if this story is going to make my current readership angry, if it's going to fit in with the world that I've already been building and setting up through the other novel series that takes place in, and all that other crap. Just writing for the sheer joy of writing, which is something that I miss doing and used to do all the time. And so I want to be doing this more often. So all of my Friday streams from now on are going to be Fanfiction Friday streams. And I really want to hear from you all about this because I like the idea of doing prompts, doing challenges, doing various things where we can come together and do group projects as a part of it. I think that we can really make this a fun experience to just, you know, remember when you were a kid and you just write in your journal because you thought it was fun to write and you didn't have any fear of like, will this be published or will it get a 1-star review on Amazon? I want that feeling again. Like, I'm chasing that dragon. I want it back. So, and remember, it's fan fiction. People are going to love it. People are going to hate it. And you just go, fine, I like it. To hell with you. That's fan fiction. And it's a lot easier to not get your feelings hurt, at least for me, because while I'm invested in the fanfic that I write, I didn't create the characters. So if you think the characters are stupid, not my fault.
Why are you even reading it?
Why are you even here? Alrighty, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you so much for everything. And yeah, did you eat my other thing too? No, it didn't. Okay, so let's see if this works. As always, as we end everything on my channel, don't forget Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter. Nothing has changed. The news stopped talking about things, but nothing has changed. We need to be making a ruckus. All right. Have the fun, y'all. Bye.
Bye.